So I'm gonna show you a quick way of how I get my mixes to sound balanced. So let me start with playing you the beat I just made. In this beat, I'm trying to recreate like a rage beat. So let me play you that beat. Okay, so if I was mixing this beat, let me show you how I would do it. So the first thing is I have every individual track summed to this mix bus, and then for this mix bus, I want to mix into a distortion unit. So let me show you this distortion unit. So this is a free VST by Analog Obsession, and it's a distortion plugin, and you know, I highly recommend it if you're trying to get that distortion sound for like rage beats. So everything I'm mixing into this. So the first thing I would do is, let me show you, I would bring the volume of every channel down. So in this case, I'm going to select every channel and then Shift Alt and then bring everything down by, let me see, 11 dB. And then to compensate for that sound decrease on my master channel, I'm going to put a limiter. Let me see, master plan. And then I'm going to raise the volume by, again, 10 dB just to get that volume compensation. So one of the first things I would do is on my mix bus, I would balance out my bass and my kick using a VU limiter. So let me, or not a limiter, but just a meter. So let me bring in that VU meter, vision, supervision. So as you can see, I have my VU meter. These are the settings that I have. So let me start off mixing this beat and just starting off with the kick and the bass, making sure I'm balanced those things out. So for my whole mix, I want, I guess, like the energy to stay between this -1 and 0, leaning more towards the 0. So I'm gonna balance out my kick and bass using that meter. So I think there's a kick that's playing at a higher velocity. So let me, yeah, I see this kick right here. I want them actually to play at the same volume. So I got that. Let me check my settings. So it's fixed, okay. So in this case, All right, so that's pretty much balanced right there. And then once I have those two elements balanced, I start bringing everything in and just mix around those settings. So in this case, I think this is the clap right here. Let me bring this down. That sounds good to me. Again, I'm just making sure that energy stays between -1 and 0. So again, I'm just making sure that energy stays between -1 and 0, starting off with the kick and the bass, and then sometimes it'll push a little bit into the red, but that's okay. This is just like a general start to a mix, and then obviously you can mix it any way you want. But if you want consistency, I suggest this is the way you should mix your songs, and then come up with different methods. So as you can see, if I take off my limiter at the end, now you have that headroom for mastering, and you already know your mix sounds good at a high volume because again we mixed into this limiter. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Again, this is a great way to gain stage your mixes and get that good balance between all of your elements going into mastering. And once you have that done, mastering is going to be way easier since you already know your mix sounds good at a high volume. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys, and catch you on the next one.